Dear ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, it's a great honor to greet you on this occasion. I welcome you to today's speech on poverty in the Philippines, entitled Poverty in the Philippines and the Solution. This speech is important to say and give everyone hope that the Philippines will overcome poverty. Poverty and inequality in the Philippines remain a challenge and one of the most serious problems the government must face. Over the past 4 decades, the proportion of households living below the official poverty line has slowly declined. The Philippines must end poverty because it deserves to liberate the people. In relation to its nature, poverty in the Philippines has arose from the rapid population growth in the country. Its effects are very visible to nature. Poverty causes many Filipinos not to continue their education. Others seem to enjoy their lives as poor. Many parents cannot afford to send their children to school because of financial problems. Economic growth has gone through boom and bust cycles, and the current stages of moderate economic expansion have had a limited impact on the poor. Great inequality in income brackets, regions, and sectors, as well as unmanaged population growth, are considered some of the main factors hindering poverty reduction efforts. Creating jobs outside of agriculture helps lift the country out of poverty. Unfortunately, barriers such as income inequality and opportunities, the effects of natural disasters, and a growing population are preventing many families from achieving a higher quality of life. The main cause of poverty in the country is such as low to moderate economic growth over the past 40 years, low elasticity of growth reducing difficulty, weaknesses in job creation and quality of jobs generated, failure to fully develop the agricultural sector, high inflation during the crisis, high levels of population growth, high and persistent levels of inequality, income, and assets, which undermine the positive effects of economic expansion, and repeated shock and exposure to risks such as economic crisis, conflicts, natural disasters, and environmental poverty. The government has implemented various programs and reforms to reduce poverty by targeting education, healthcare, and the general economy. Here are the some ways to fight poverty in the Philippines in the program. First, greater access to education. A factor of systematic poverty is the lack of access to education in impoverished areas. People are gaining basic skills and increased jobs opportunities through education, which will help to combat poverty in the Philippines. Second, greater access to healthcare. In an effort to improve the healthcare system, President Duterte signed the Universal Healthcare Act in February 2019. The UHC Act provides access to the full spectrum of healthcare by enrolling citizens in the National Insurance Program and providing health coverage to all. Third, family aid to further efforts to support citizens. The government implemented the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program or 4Ps in 2007. Fourth, economic improvement with the goal of reducing poverty by strengthening economics. President Duterte signed the Rice Tariffication Law in February 2019, amending the Agricultural Tariffication Act of 1996. The law places a 35% tariff on imported rice with a goal of prioritizing local rice production for the population by stabilizing the supply. Fifth, providing birth control to the poor, a powerful tool for families who have now full control over family planning. The hope is that by giving women and families units more control, they will have fewer children. This in turn means families can provide more responsibly. Social safety nets were expanded to cover most of the poor. All these developments give us hope that poverty can be overcome. It is not all insurmountable. The report comprehensively analyzes the causes of poverty and recommends ways to accelerate poverty reduction and achieve more inclusive growth. In the immediate and short term, there is a need to enhance government's poverty reduction strategy and involve key sectors for a collective and coordinated response to the problem. In the medium and long term, the government should continue to pursue key economic reforms for a sustained and inclusive growth. Finally, I would like to use this opportunity to thank all of you for listening. I hope that you're able to know something in my speech. Once again, thank you.